What good is a warning voice if nobody will listen to them? Prove the church is true, huh? How's that working for you?
I was also extremely delusional.
What my psychiatrist recommended is you can take medication, but
vaccines do not cause autism.
Now on Fox 13 News at 5:30, a stunning comparison. There are now more illicit massage businesses in Utah than there are McDonald's restaurants.
Good morning, angels. Good morning, Travis Wayne Goodsell. Oh, Jess. So, last night, the Anonymous Mormon sent me another pretty picture, and it included the the hilarious Sunday Jess and the thumbnail picture as she's teaching girls about preparing for General Conference as a returned missionary, and has in her thumbnail background inverted stars of Lucifer, inverted pentagrams, and that's so plain, pure, and most precious. And so I wanted to find her over 1 million view video that went viral all over the world. They're all gonna laugh at you. Of her reaction to the South Park episode of Joseph Smith. She pulled it. It's gone. And then I recognized, hey, something's missing. This 86 or something like that videos, I was sure she had more. Because I remember back in the days when YouTube had 5 columns for each row of videos. Now they're down to 3. And I had to scroll down and down and down and down and down until finally I found the video. And so I'm scrolling down and down and, oh, that's it. That's it? What's going on? It's because, sure enough, her last 2 videos from a year ago, she says she's divorced. And so last night, I watched over them to see what's up, what happened. She was a perfect example and role model for young girls who are now leaving the church. Jasmine, you didn't factor this in either. Sunday Jess was doing video content for teen girls about how to prepare for a mission that she herself went on, and then helped girls even transition back into society after their missions. And she did a lot of video content with her boyfriend and then husband. And a year ago, she had a faith crisis. It's over. But they're not divorced yet. They were just separated a year ago. Apparently their business was causing problems finalizing things. And so, today I have a conflict of videos. Do we go over divorce with you? And how the family proclamation is a family killer. Most people don't know what to look for when watching her video content. I just did the video over the weekend, girls. stay away from it. Don't watch, because I break. Video's over. Or do I talk about the birthday boy who's celebrating his birthday by fleeing the country to Brazil at 94 years of age, forced to sit despite having hip replacement surgery, who's got tardive dyskinesia, both involve psychology. Are you able to watch the news? Are you able to watch other people's social media channels and identify the tampering of psychology when it's not directly implicated, as in the court case of the postpartum murderer? In case you didn't know, there's a woman who's on trial for murdering her children because she's claiming she had postpartum depression. And there's a psychologist that was involved in all of this. The psychologist is saying, I never saw this coming. Oh, she called the helpline? I didn't know. I've been drugging her. I don't see myself as responsible. Neither do you, Oaks? Happy birthday, Mr. President. Mormon lives are getting destroyed and ruined. They're fleeing for their lives. Of Babylon that is burning to the ground. And you don't make the connection to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Right, Sunday, Jess? Utah Mormons, Sunday Jess, are all getting destroyed. And none of you see how the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is responsible. You have fallen for the con, and the church is winning. Ah, John Dallin. John. Fell right into the trap. So, we're first going to do the birthday. I really want to get to divorce as much as it's going to be a tough subject and nobody will want to listen to me talk about it. But apparently, I have her video. I'm sure it's somewhere in the files here. That's a valuable video now. Because the Reddit guy who linked to it, it's gone because she pulled it. Along with all of the ones with that guy who betrayed her. No, dear. The church betrayed you. You weren't listening to your husband. She keeps talking about, that's the divorce video. She outwardly makes it obvious what's going on internally. Old and busted. New hotness. Oh my God, girl. What the hell are you doing putting on makeup? You don't need it. And yeah, I see what she's doing. I know exactly what she's doing, and it breaks my heart. And so I'm assuming she's now officially divorced at 29. She reveals her age. So she would be 29 this year. I am 29, going on 16. I am a divorcee. I've gone back to the singles ward. Nelson lowered the age. This scripture can apply to both. And I might again refer to this in the divorce video. So let's get it on, Oaks. Bastard. Having his old life near-death crisis. Copyright and trademark by Travis Wayne Goodell. I'll sue. I'll sue. For behold, every man did go forth and offer up these same prayers. I am not giving you the reference. If you as a Mormon or a former Mormon who's been on a mission and you don't know this passage, bleep you. Just bleep you. You have wasted your life. And you are just like Jess. Dear God. Now the place was called by them Rameumptom, which, being interpreted, is the holy stand. Now from this stand they did offer up every man the self-same sacrificial lamb-ram constellation. Oh my God, there's another girl. She left the church because her mom was going to sacrifice her to Jesus. I want to cry. And so she too did the same thing Jess did, except Jess didn't leave the church. I see it, girls. You're not hiding feminine secrets from me anymore. I know everything. And that's why you hate me and you run away and you hide. No, Travis can't know. We gotta keep the mystery going. No, you don't. I love you for who you are. You've never understood. I don't want you for somebody else. So, yeah, I was kind of impressed with Uma Thurman in Jennifer 8, who's a blind woman who is able to make herself look beautiful as a blind woman. But enter in a woman to say, oh, you're ugly. Here, let's put on makeup and a red dress. Guys, what do you think? Guys, yeah, beautiful. It's Uma Thurman. That's enough said. Oh my hell. So even the creepy perverted landlord guy loved her for who she was. And I'm surprised the cops never locked him up. Did you not investigate him as a potential candidate for the crime? You should have searched his room. Oops. You busted. Nope. Sort of left that part out of the script. Nonetheless. Where was I? Now from this stand they did offer up every man the self-same prayer unto God. Now apparently the Mormon who got to do this page of footnoting didn't put it into rote prayers. Oh, right. It's not called rote prayer. It's a Christian term, I think. Vain repetitions. You're not supposed to do it. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Yeah. But when ye pray, use not vain repetitions, as the heathen do. So, oh look, it's in 3 Nephi 13. Ooh. So literal history true, because there it is. There it is. Translation errors and all. Jesus, the illiterate rape baby. So I don't know why they didn't reference Matthew chapter 6. That's the easiest, obvious one. Oh, look. Oh, I am wrong. 20a. It's back up to the same prayers. Good for you. Good for you. Was it you, Bruce Armaconkey? Did you do this? You know no better now than you did then. You got it wrong. Thanking their God that they were chosen of him. And that he did not lead them away after the tradition of their brethren. And that their hearts were not stolen away to believe in things to come, which they knew nothing about. How many knew that right now, well, soon, it's complicated. A solar eclipse, the Perseid meteor showers, going on today. A once-in-a-lifetime event, a once-in-an-existence event. And it just happens to be Monson's, or Oaks' birthday this time. Happy birthday, Mr. President. What happened to Monson on this? Oh, I warned you about that. You knew the whole time. And you know nothing about it, huh? Now after the people had offered up thanks after this manner, they returned to their homes, never speaking of their God again, until they had assembled themselves together again to the holy stand to offer up thanks after their manner. Now when Alma saw this, his heart was grieved, and they all laughed at him. You sensitive snowflake! We knew you couldn't build a ship. You need to just have spiritual witness feelings. For he saw that they were a wicked and a perverse people. That's an understatement. God damn. And the white man press for this nation, covering the news in Mississippi. It's like, did you forget? Did you not watch Mississippi burning? Do you not understand what happened? Are you not knowing how to report this? Oh, they're investigating to figure out what's going on. Every black man around the whole world, every black person around the whole world knows what happened. Get your black reporters to cover this. Get the white people off the camera. Dear God. You didn't hear? A black teen girl was found hanging from a tree in Mississippi under the Trump administration. Make America great, America first. Are you capable of being an intelligence to know where America first comes from? Every black person in America does. Yea, he saw that their hearts were set upon gold and upon silver and upon all manner of fine goods. Yea, and he also saw that their hearts were lifted up unto great boasting in their pride. Pride cometh before the divorce, Jess. I heard you. You didn't learn. The church gotcha. And he lifted up his voice unto heaven and cried, in repetition number 23, yeah, they contrast the two prayers. It's also going over a teaching moment here. Verse 28, for example. Behold, O my God, their costly apparel. Is this not the prayer? No, it's still coming. Good. And their ringlets, and their bracelets, and their ornaments of gold. See, this is my magical power. I don't memorize. I didn't know, Jess, honestly. I'm innocent, honest. I didn't know. And all their precious things, which they are ornamented with. I didn't know, Jess, honest. And behold, their hearts are set upon them. Oh, Jess. You went on a mission. And yet they cry out unto thee and say, We thank thee, O God, for we are a chosen people unto thee, while others shall perish. Yea, and they shall say that thou hast made it known unto them that there shall be no cry. We did miss this. We got to get the prayer. Oh my God, I did. I skipped it, didn't I? No? Yeah. Gotta go back in time. All right. 12. Now, when they had come into the land, behold, to their great astonishment, they found that the Zoramites had built synagogues. Pop quiz, Mormons. What's a synagogue? And which religion uses them? Give you a hint, not those who worship the Great Spirit. And that they did gather themselves together on one day of the week. So I would have skipped that part. I would have never seen it, Jess. That was a boo-boo on my part. And yet, which day they did call the day of the Lord. Ooh, like a Sunday. And they did worship after a manner which Alma and his brethren had never beheld. For they had a place built up in the center of their synagogue. So they destroyed the interior design and rebuilt it with a place for standing which was high above the head, and the top thereof would only admit one person. Therefore, whosoever desired to worship must go forth and stand upon the top thereof, notice worship, and stretch forth his hands towards heaven, and cry with a loud voice, saying, Pay, lay, el. Pay, lay, el. Oh, you don't know that? It looks familiar, but doesn't sound familiar. I remember. And apparently I'm the only one who knows how to translate it correctly. And he did it wrong. John Taylor, you dumbass. Holy, holy God, we believe that thou art God, and we believe that thou art holy, and that thou wast a spirit, and that thou art a spirit, and that thou wilt be a spirit forever. Holy God, Holy Spirit. Huh. In a Jewish synagogue, huh? Oops, spoiler alert. We believe that thou hast separated us. Ooh, separation. I didn't know, Jesse. Or is it Jesse or Jessica? You just go by Jess. Because I got confused with It's Me, Jesse. She's not Mormon, but she was abused by Mormons too. So yes, segregation. From our brethren, and we do not believe in the tradition of our brethren, which was handed down to them by the childishness of their fathers. Really? Childishness? That's the word you chose, huh? But we believe that thou hast elected us. Ooh, calling an election made sure. With a second anointing. You missed that video yesterday, didn't you? I went over John Taylor's version rather than Joseph Smith's that I'd been doing for a while now. But I put that one in too, Joseph Smith's picture. To be thy holy children, held in reserve from the premortal councils of heaven, and thou also thou hast made it known unto us. How? That there shall be no Christ? Huh. But thou art the same, yesterday, today, and forever. And thou hast elected us. Because what happened to Jesus, folks? You ran a test run for a second coming and he failed to show for dress rehearsal? Nelson kept calling out, in the coming day, in the coming days, in the coming day, in the coming days, in the coming day, in the coming days, all together now. No man knows the day or the hour. Oh, crap. What happened to Jesus? Where is he? There shall be no Christ. You have to do it. He speaks through your brain, huh? He's telling you to burn the world and destroy everything, and then flee the country to Brazil. The word of Jesus, huh? No-show Jesus is telling you to burn Utah to the ground and flee not just the state of Utah, but the country to go to Brazil at 94 years of age with a 22-hour plane trip at 94 years of age, huh? You didn't want to assign it to Suarez, since it is his home. Where is he, by the way? What's going on? There's a bunch of apostles who've gone missing. What's going on? Why won't you tell Mormons? Apostates want to know. Thou selected us, that we shall be saved. Yeah, there's some problems with this kind of a doctrine. It's not making any sense. Whilst all around us are elected to be cast by thy wrath down to hell. For the which holiness, O God, we thank thee, and we also thank thee that thou hast elected us, that we may not be led away after the foolish traditions. Oh, now it's not childishness of our brethren, which doth bind and yoke them down to Jesus, the Great Spirit. I make the connections. Why don't you? To a belief of Christ. You claim you're faithful and I'm an apostate, and yet I know my Book of Mormon. You don't. Mormons. You already ran away and hid. You're offended. And I see it in Jesse, or Jess. Dear God. Keep making the mistake. Now it came to pass. Oh, whoops. Got one more. And again we thank thee, O God, that we are a chosen and a holy people. Amen. So yes, they adorn themselves, mingling and tinkling with their toes. Oh, hey, didn't Isaiah do something about that? So we enter into Oliver Cowdery's contribution, also in chapter 32. What? And it came to pass that after much labor among the Zoramites, they began to have success among the poor class of people, for they were cast out of their synagogues because of the coarseness of their apparel. And they didn't have piercings all over their ears, dear. And the other woman branded herself. Your mother was going to brand your whole body, so you branded yourself instead. Great. Oh, look, psychologists. Huh. And she didn't catch it? So the question is to whether or not to do that as a separate video. My psychologist says you can take medication. Vaccines don't cause autism. You don't make this connection? Ronald McDonald K. Jr. doing away with vaccines because he says they cause autism. Who are the ones who claim that autism exists? Psychologists. For which Ronald McDonald K. Jr. is saying vaccines cause it, and once you get it, now you have to take drugs by Big Pharma to do symptom management because it never cures, it's always there. You were born that way, little kid. And I can find the picture about how the Surgeon General says don't drug your kids. Psychologists should not be drugging kids. And you don't make the connection to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. You only see what is blatantly reported. Oh yeah, psychologist. I don't know, let's have a debate and a roundtable discussion and all these social media posts. Let's do a poll survey to see how people feel about it. You're not learning. You're all falling. You aren't able to get up. You're in the spiral, as Jess said. The spiral is here, Mormons. It's here. You're not learning. You're repeating history. Now, speaking on the Hill Oneida, yeah, let's focus on this and debate whether this is literal history or not. Let's skip the part of Great Spirit people taking over a Jewish synagogue. Because I'm sure that, nothing to do with the story at all. About the coming of a Christ. Obviously, it's Jesus, Travis. And you didn't catch it, did you? Great Spirit people replacing Jews. Jesus Christ. Ding, 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 ding. You didn't catch it, huh? because you're the chosen ones. God chose you, held you in reserve from the premortal councils in heaven to come down to this earth at this time right now, rather than to Africa as a fence sitter. And yet they're joining the church, so they're more righteous than you who are leaving the church. And you don't see it? Calgon, take me away. And so everybody missed this part too. I'm the only one who caught it, trying to impress all the single ladies in the older singles ward. It failed. And so a spokesperson for them, the union rep, behold, what shall these my brethren do? For they are despised of all men because of their poverty, yea, and more especially by our priests. So the religion in the community have cast you out of their Jewish synagogues, which you have labored to abundantly build with your own hands. Oh. Oh. They built the buildings. They're the construction workers. And they're getting kicked out now? There's no more buildings to build? No maintenance in the future? And they kicked them out because they're unemployed in Iceland? Notice I didn't say Greenland. Got to pay attention to the news and what's going on today. And they have cast us out because of our exceeding poverty. Oh, just like the Smith family in Vermont that had to move to Palmyra and then to the Manchester farm. Oh, Oliver Cowdery wrote this? Huh. Oh, priests! Cast you out of Vermont? Really? Oliver Cowdery? Huh. Hey, he was in Vermont. All you apostates owe me a deep apology now. Because here I go again, contributing. Yep. I'm sure many of you apostates know about View of the Hebrews from Ethan Smith of Vermont, the priest that came in after Nathaniel Wood, or Woods, yeah, because it's Wood's scrape. Congregationalists. He was excommunicated, but decided to form his own church of Congregationalism mingled with Jewish Kabbalah, and moved into the town next door, which was next door to the Cowderies. They were called the New Israelites. They were involved in Jewish Kabbalah. So they learned Hebrew. They learned about the book of Revelation with the calendar dates and clock times. Then Justice Winchell showed up. He said, "Ooh, I like this this practice of Congregationalism, of becoming a member, not a frequent attender, as often as occasion would admit." Or I didn't quote it right. Remember, I don't memorize. Attend their meetings as often as occasion would permit. Something like that. So that I can have plural wives? And so, to impress them so that he can become a member, he taught them about dowsing. The rod of Aaron, rocks in a hat, and how to forge metals. Not forge documents. That would have to do with metallurgy. Do you know anything about metallurgy? No. It's turning lead into gold. Everybody misses that part. Gotta redo everything. So yes, that's where Joseph Smith Sr. and William Cowdery learned about the stick of Aaron to be rodsman. It's a big money maker apparently, because Smith got kicked out of Vermont for poverty. Big money maker, so rich. So true. So, yeah, Smith obviously didn't care for that. He taught it to his kids as a kid's childish game. And he was more interested in learning about Hebrew. As, yeah, I'm the one who contributed apostates. Joseph Smith Sr. rewrote the 116 pages. It's code. Quit arguing over paper size and file size or blah, blah, blah. You're not paying attention. You're getting distracted by squirrels. Just send in the honey badger to take care of the squirrel. Then get on with it. There are consequences if you use a honey badger. Ricky Tikki Tavi. Well, yeah. Memories on the corner of my childhood. Nonetheless. And so William taught it to Oliver Sr., obviously the Junior. And so when Junior is talking to Oliver about the rod of Aaron, that's what he's referring to. That's where it goes back to. And instead, they know it's code. That it ain't real. It's a kid's game. So when Joseph talks about the Urim and Thummim in his second vision, and everybody thinks, oh, it's the rock and a hat. You don't get it when I talk about my rock and a hat. You gotta go this way. You don't get it. You call Joseph a witch because you don't get it, because you replaced the Jews like Christians did to call them witches. It didn't help that there were people who turned Jewish Kabbalah into witchcraft. Witches take Hebrew if they don't use the alternative language that they created, the witchcraft script, if they don't use Hebrew. Those are the replacers, the replacements. Bad girls talking about the sad girls, talking about bad, bad girls. Raph, come on, you're killing me. Quicksand, yeah, that's deep. Yeah, bees, wow. Spiders. So if any of you have a gun, please turn it in, no questions asked. Every breath you take, he's going in for the kill. He's going in for the touchdown. Hey, he scores! Replacements. It's a classic. Keanu Reeves. So, yeah. Nathaniel, or Nathan Woods, because there's Nathaniel Rothschilds, and then there's Nathaniel Woods. You know, it's like Jess. Is it Jessie or Jessica? She goes by Jess. Nonetheless. And so he claims that the destroying angel is going to come and destroy the United States of America. And he gave a specific date. I don't have the reference in front of me. And the membership were supposed to gather at their congregation in the town. And the people of the town heard about it. And of course, you know, witchcraft of the devil. You couldn't just let it play out and then they have to come up with a spiritual witness excuse, like the Seventh-day Adventists. Nope, they sent in the militia to break it up. Chased out Nathaniel Woods out of town, went to the other places up to Maine or something like that, and fell into ruins, never heard of again. And so, with the gap now in the Congregationalist Church, they sent down another guy, Ethan Smith. He then would go on to write View of the Hebrews. But the Smiths had already long gone to Palmyra to move on to the next stage of the coming forth of the Book of Mormon. While the Cowdreys were the ones who attended. So Oliver Cowdery knew about View of the Hebrews. So he knows all about getting cast out for your poverty, replacing the Jews, etc., etc. So that's the Zoramites. Oliver Cowdery. Linguistic pattern match. And they have cast us out because of our exceeding poverty, and we have no place to worship God. Oh crap, what do we do? We've been cast out. And behold, what shall we do? Oh no, Mormons, Jess, what do you do? This is what's called idol worship, where you use superstition of outward appearances. It's the same practice in all the Christianized religion world with, yep, witchcraft. Christians practice witchcraft. But because their God is named Jesus, they say that they're not witchcraft, that they accuse others of being witches for. You know, like the Jews, who are not witches. So yes, Mormons, you practice witchcraft. This is what Brigham Young did to you. This is what the church has done to you. First, they started with turning the Book of Mormon and the visions into literal histories. You know, like the Christians of Roman Emperor Constantine did to the Jews. And so now Joseph Smith talks with the dead and looks at a rock and a hat to receive visions and revelations and commandments from Jesus to force people into bondage, tell them what to do by saying, hey, you have your free agency to choose one way or the other and no other option. You're the chosen people. You were chosen, and so therefore you must obey. You really don't have a choice. You have to give up your agency to Jesus. You don't see it. Jess does not see it. She has turned the church into witchcraft. And she doesn't see how her inverted pentagrams are witchcraft. The circle around the Nauvoo temple of inverted pentagrams and the burning. I just did the video yesterday. And so Brigham Young is using that as an excuse, as he's the one who's practicing witchcraft when he was a Methodist. And so yes, the whole rod of Aaron, yeah, he got it. Because of Hiram. He kidnapped Hiram's wife and kids, 2 boys, brought them to this valley, and used it to determine the location for the Salt Lake Temple, which now we've learned is at the crossroads of 2 fault lines. Ooh, that ought to be fun, kids. Yeah, all the work they did to put the shock protectors under the temple. Oops, all in vain. Because if there is an earthquake on one of them, it will compound when it ties to the other. Any coming day? Oaks is fleeing. He seems to know something's up. Doesn't want to tell you. I'm sure it had nothing to do with my video content over the weekend. Happy birthday, Mr. President. I warned you. You didn't listen. You didn't believe. So yes, witchcraft is the belief that objects can possess moral, spiritual, ethical, whatever powers, and that they can bestow them upon humans. Witchcraft. Witchy woman, see how high she can fly. I'm a witch, not your wife. After what I just heard, I don't want to be that anymore. Did you use that line, Jess? It's the reverse, but I'm your wife, not a witch. But did you use it? Did you? Do you know about it? No? Okay. It's quite hilarious. You saw the Joseph Smith episode of South Park. I would assume you'd watch this because it's not rated R. Have fun storming the castle, boys. Anybody want to pin it? Greenland instead of Iceland. Did you catch it? Did you? Did you? No? Talking to an empty room. And so, the belief that scriptures give you the Spirit, the belief that attending church gives you the Spirit, going to the temple gives you the Spirit, going on a mission gives you the Spirit, coming home from your mission, oh crap, I don't have the Spirit anymore. What do I do? And you have no clue that that's from the same show, do you? The ROTUSs? There's just those things you gotta know about me. And you don't care to know. Do you not see it? It's not just movies and entertainment. It's the scriptures. I can tie it all together. Circumscribed into one great whole. Not that definition, Travis. Oh, did you bother to tell Mormons this? Because the women in the older singles ward didn't seem to know it. What's the point of trying to impress a Mormon girl if she doesn't know her scriptures? What's going on? Isn't this what you women want? A Peter priesthood? And you don't know I'm referring to the scriptures? So yes, making a list of do's and don'ts is witchcraft. Don't do it. Not just the obvious Ouija board, astrology, crystal ball gazing, glass looking. Yep, Joseph Smith called a witch by Brigham Young. And you fell for it? Because he got arrested for it? As a kid? Yeah, back in those days, they didn't care if you were a kid. You can still be possessed with the devil. And should be hanged. Technically, yeah, but it's supposed to be hung. But they call it hanged because Brits. As a witch during the Salem witch trials. Christians. The guys are just using it to cover up that they had sex with another woman, dear. That's all. She is a witch. She possessed me. We don't want to know about sex ed. That's, of the devil. Christians. Christians, 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 Christians. They're the cause. And here the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints claims to be Christian. when they turned Joseph Smith into a witch. When he's Jewish. They don't want you to know the truth. And so then you then think that, oh no, you've lost the spirit. Oh no, I'm divorced. My whole fantasy is gone. Welcome to the club, dear. I've seen the transition of Mormons into the different stages. That's a divorce video. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints teaches Mormons to accept Joseph Smith as a witch without calling him a witch because they fired and excommunicated September 6th for trying to harmonize what they were finding in church history documents with what the church was telling them. They don't say Joseph is a witch. They just says he talks to the dead and looks at rocks in a hat. But when they found the court document that he's a glass looker, misdemeanor charge of 286, if I'm seeing it correctly, and that the church keeps claiming over and over again, Joseph Smith wrote the book, or dictated the Book of Mormon by the gift and power of God, which is a rock and a hat. Do you not see the bigger picture of the evil? As they then tell you that you have to go in a prayer circle, Paleo. You don't recognize the inverted pentagram? You don't recognize the pure doctrine of Lucifer? Cover up and hide? That's the obvious one. But to take away agency? Oh, you left the church because you're not studying your scriptures. You stopped attending church. You stopped attending the temple. You stopped praying, stopped reading your scriptures. You lost the spirit. And every apostate keeps trying to tell Mormons, no, that's not why we left. But you see the jokes. Alyssa Grenfell, I left the church over coffee. The girl whose mommy thought she was going to be Abraham. Isaac, where are you? I'm not Isaac, Mommy. Yeah. She went off the deep end. It's a version of goth. When goth became a thing. But this wasn't anger at her dad. This was anger at her mommy. My mommy's gonna kill me? Yeah, welcome to the club, girl. Yeah, my mom betrayed me like Judas also. Judas, they don't teach that anymore. So when they went over in Genesis this year about Joseph being betrayed by his brother Judah, they didn't draw the connection with Judas betraying Jesus at the last day's supper feast of the Lamb at the temple. Obviously not the last part. Because they don't want you to know. Don't listen to Travis. We've gone to extreme extensions to shut Travis up. Nobody must know him. No Mormon must know Travis's history. No apostate will know Travis's history. No man, no woman will know. Yep, she didn't know either. She trusted the Danites. Fawn Brody. You're not seeing the bigger picture if you do not see the obvious. Christianity replacing the Jews. Christianity, its creation was witchcraft. And then branched out from it witchcraft, so that the Christians could vilify it. We need an enema. And so, down to 13. This is what I'm worried about, Mormons. I saw it with Jess, and that was just for her marriage. I am seeing it for what's going on and what is about to hit the fan. And what is starting to hit the fan. But what's coming is worse. And now, because ye are compelled to be humble, blessed are ye. For a man sometimes, if he is compelled to be humble, seeketh repentance. The Book of Mormon corrects this. It's incorrect translation by Christians from the original word in the Bible, in Greek. You might know about it. Oaks talked about it. And now Shirley, oh, Satan. So I have to explain this now. In seminary, we're teens, so the teacher needs to impress us to keep us alert and paying attention rather than sleeping. And so, in the scriptures, Satan is abroad in the land. Is it not so? Surely. Moses, Satan, and then in Doctrine and Covenants, wasted. So, whoso repenteth shall find mercy. And he that findeth mercy and endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. What are the fruits of repentance? Well, first of all, you need to know how faith leads to fruit. And ta-da! Guess what we're heading into? You don't want to scream! This is basic doctrine, Mormons. And I heard your excuses. Oh, I don't want to study my scriptures. I don't want to go against the living prophets of Jesus. I don't want to study them because then I'll be subjected to higher laws of judgment that I'll have to be held accountable for. Faith without fruit is a dead seed. And your spiritual witness feelings are not the fruit. You take the seed, it doesn't look like an apple. You have no idea what an apple looks like because you only have the seed. You've been told it'll produce apples. What's an apple? Didn't they show you? No, they ate the apples and they got seeds. They gave one to you. Plant it in the ground. Give it water. Give it sunlight. And then it'll sprout. And then it'll grow. And then it'll branch. And then it'll blossom. And then apples. Johnny Appleseed. What kind of education are you getting? Oh yeah, the Jews are wicked. Need to be holocausted. Brought to you by the latest Tide Pod Challenge, kids. You'll be so cool and popular with this new trick. 2 celebrities. 2 now. Dear God. And already they're warning you about Christmas toys. Some squishy toy. Harming kids. And yet the church is still pushing that porn is harming kids. Well, porn is banned in Utah, and kids are still getting harmed by psychologists who you got to vilify porn. What is porn? Oh, it's an object. That has moral, spiritual, ethical powers and can bestow them upon men to make them addicted? That's of the devil? And is harmful to kids? Destroys families? Who's destroying the family again? Witchcraft. Mormons. The pure doctrine of Lucifer, and you missed it. You got exclusive knowledge on this, and you just threw it away and denied it. You have to be compelled now in order to come out of your brainwashing indoctrination. That's why we're going over this, in case you didn't know. And so that because you were compelled to be humble, you were blessed. Do you not suppose that they are more blessed who truly humble themselves because of the word? Ooh, he sneaks it in. Before he gets to it. See, Oliver Cowdery knows the difference between his rod of Aaron and what it represents with the word. The iron rod leading to the tree of life. That's Daddy, by the way. Senior. Because of his dreams. You know, and yet you didn't want to make the connection, huh? Because you insist that it was Joseph who wrote the Book of Mormon. Yea, he that truly humbleth himself and repenteth of his sins and endureth to the end of Travis's videos, same shall be blessed. I'm blessed with the seed in my hand that I will never plant, because then I won't have the seed. Oh no, I lost the seed. What do I do with my life now? The parable about the different planting of seeds and stony ground, thorny ground, wayside, or good soil, and you still can't catch on. So, yea, who truly humbleth himself and repenteth to the end, yea, more blessed are they who are than they who are compelled to be humble because of their poverty or other things. Natural disasters, as those are in the Book of Mormon. or an attack by an enemy, bloodshed. And so, yes, Alma 23 has that. And they supposed it was the wrath of God. They knew not that they cursed themselves, that it's not God. And that's what he's talking about here. It's not idol worship. Consequences. What you believe results in what you do, and what you do has consequences. And so the Zoramites believed in the Great Spirit Jesus, replaced the Jews, and that therefore righteousness equals prosperity. And thus they kicked out the poor, because no more buildings need to be built and no maintenance in the future. And thus the cycle. It's not the pride cycle. There is no righteousness in the pride cycle. The seminary teacher is wrong. Or rather, in other words, blessed is he that believeth in the word of God, and is baptized without stubbornness of heart, yea, without being brought to know the word, or even compelled to know, before they will believe. The majority of people who come to one video of mine rush to judgment and refuse to believe. And they're gone. And you don't believe the Book of Mormon? You're treating it lightly? You're putting the whole church under condemnation? You are the real apostate? Because you don't know I'm referring to the scriptures still about the early Mormons converted by Brigham Young and Heber C. Kimball that became the Danites, the witches, after the order of Dan, the God Dan of Amos chapter 8 verse 14. Oh crap, this is why the church wants you silenced. If thou wilt show us a sign from heaven, then we shall know of a surety, then we shall believe. Ooh. No. Now I ask, is this faith? Behold, I say unto you, nay. See, I know what I'm talking about. There's signs in the heavens today, right, Oaks? Happy birthday. And it's not the signs alone, in case you hadn't caught on to what I'm talking about. 3 confirmations, now 1. And there's dozens. So Oliver knows about that. He knows. He's not completely out of the picture, because he leaves in 1838. Now I ask, is this faith? See, the word. And instead you're demanding for a sign to show. Today a sign is going to show. Tonight into tomorrow, a sign is going to show. Were you aware of it in advance? Or are you now going to see it because you're in Iceland or Spain or in any area where it'll be partial? I don't memorize. Just like with Jess. I didn't know, Jess. And yet, here it is. Because my mind was thinking Mormons need to be compelled to believe. There's no sign in the heavens there. I didn't know. I don't memorize. And yet, here it is. This is how it works that I'm going over with you right now. The Word, having faith in the Word, producing the works, and completing and getting the results. I just demonstrated it for you. And you still want to worship the great witch Jesus. Now I ask, is this faith? No! Behold, I say unto you, nay. For if a man knoweth a thing, he has no cause to believe, for he knoweth it. Faith would be dormant. You have faith no more. You got the results. You see the apple. You see the seeds within the apple. So yeah, those seeds will produce an apple. You know. You have no reason to have faith or believe. They're correcting faith, by the way, in case you didn't know. Christians want to separate them. Belief is the carnal, sensual, devilish man. Faith is the godly man. No, they're the same. Pistos from the Greek. Faith is belief, belief is faith. If you screw up the translation, screw up the interpretation, screw up the definitions of words, you're a Christian. And so how much more cursed is he that knoweth the will of God and doeth it not, Mormons, than he that only believeth, or only hath cause to believe, and falleth into transgression. See, Jess lost her marriage because she was a witch. She says so. She says, I was a goody-goody. I was a good Mormon. I graduated from seminary. I went on a mission. I go to church. I read my scriptures. Did everything. My marriage was perfect. I really didn't need to do video content because my life is perfect. Sucks to be you guys. I'm the chosen one. I'm prosperous. And she didn't see she was in the pride cycle trap. Apparently they don't teach that anymore, even though it was a seminary instructor that put it in the manuals. What? How do you know, Travis? How do you know these things? You're an apostate. You've lost knowledge. You've lost your testimony. You've lost your witness. Don't you remember how you felt? You've heard it all. Stop it. Stop. So then he corrects Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. And we go to verse 28. Now we will compare the word unto a seed. Now if you give place that a seed may be planted in your heart, word, heart has to do with believe. How do I know? If you do not cast it out by your unbelief. That's faith. You need to have faith in the word. You don't know the word yet. You just need to have faith that the word would be true. You hope it is. You believe it is. And so you ignore it and hope it goes away. You just cast it out with your unbelief. And so, it'll swell in your boobs, and you feel these swelling motions. It's right here, Mormons. Cut it out. Stop it. Right here, in the middle of the Book of Mormon. You'll begin to say within yourselves, it must needs be that this is a good seed, for the word is good. Would not this increase your faith? Yea. Nevertheless, it hath not grown up to a perfect knowledge. Now take that passage and compare it with all the talks of the living prophets of Jesus, who deny this, who lie to you, who deceive you, who tell you that you must only increase your faith, never produce a knowledge, as they tell you that your knowledge is your faith, that your witness is your faith, your feelings. Don't produce the results, because there are none, which means it's false. Every seed bringeth forth unto its own likeness. So the word about the word of wisdom, yeah, you don't stay away from porn to prove that the word of wisdom is true. That's witchcraft. Oh, yeah. I have to study my scriptures to feel the Spirit. I have to go to church to feel the Spirit. Oh, I need to go on a service mission again to feel the Spirit that I lost coming home from my mission. Need to go to the temple. I need to get married. I need to have babies. Need to pay my tithing to be worthy. Yeah, witchcraft mingled with priestcraft, enforced with the Strengthening Church Members Committee for activation purposes. Yeah. Jess is not excommunicated because she talked the talk with her bishop, whereas the hubby is gone. He's an apostate now. He stopped studying his scriptures. He stopped going to church. He stopped wearing the underwear. It'll be a shield and protection to you against the power of the destroyer until you have finished your work on the earth. Oh my God, Travis knows it all. We're doomed. Oh, save us from Travis. Confound him. Save us, Oaks. He's a witch. Use the power of Jesus to compel him. I tried, but my no-fap powers failed. And then there was the other Mormon who kept sending me death threats that Jesus was going to come murder me on the other solar eclipse on the 8th of April, 2024. Oh my God. Yeah, don't hear from him anymore. Jesus is going to murder you. And so yes, when one word produces the results, your faith is not as your knowledge is perfect in that word only. Knowing that the word of wisdom is true, shocker, Doesn't mean you now know that the word about porn is true, because I hate to break it to you. If there's anything lovely of good report, praiseworthy, if there's anything beautiful, lovely of good report, or praiseworthy, we seek after these things. You know, women's bodies are not beautiful, lovely, of good report, and praiseworthy. They need to cover up and hide and mutilate their bodies and go blackface and... You don't get it, do you? You don't see it, do you? Your faith is dormant. Like a volcano. State Farm is there. Oops, the church isn't there for you with their fire insurance. Like a bad church, they're not there. I have to work on that. So, if you don't get the fruit, you ain't got the truth. And Mormons now call faith fruit. How the bleeping hell did you screw that up? Oh, right. You screwed up Moroni chapter 10. Because manifest the truth, that's the fruit. The tree of life, hey, that's got fruit. The iron rod is the word of God that gets you to the fruit at the end. And you're wanting to claim that your feelings about how true the word is the fruit? How much drugs did your psychologist put you on? Have you started getting tardive dyskinesia yet? Or are you just getting dementia? Don't neglect the word. Verse 38. Signs follow faith. Do not use signs to create faith. So, 23rd September 2017 occurs in 3rd Nephi chapter 1. You missed my videos, you didn't see the pretty pictures, so you don't know. So, after 2017, Mormons began to forget the signs and the wonders which they had heard and began to be less and less astonished at a sign or a wonder from heaven. Ooh, a new branch off of witchcraft that compels them to believe and disbelieve in this case. Insomuch that they began to be hard in their hearts and blind in their minds, and began to disbelieve all which they had heard and seen. The big day, and you don't believe it anymore? Right, because it's the coming of the Jewish Christ, not Jesus, because Jesus didn't show, therefore it can't be true. Imagining up some vain thing in their hearts, that it was wrought by men and by the power of the devil, ooh, to lead away and deceive the hearts of the people. To accuse other people of being of the devil is the devil leading you astray. And thus did Satan get possession of their hearts and minds and souls. I am possessed by Satan. But to avoid the too frequent repetition of the name Lucifer, we members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints frequently repeat the name Jesus. insomuch that he did blind their eyes and lead them away to believe the doctrine of Christ was a foolish and a vain thing. Remember the Jews getting replaced by Christians. And it came to pass that the people began to wax strong in wickedness and abominations, and they did not believe that there should be any more signs. Parable of 10 virgins isn't done, Mormons. It is now, but and Satan did go about. He's abroad in the land. Is this not so? Surely. Leading away the hearts of the people. And in case you are thinking that I'm a sexist, I'm the one defending you, women. 2 Nephi chapter 2. Have you ever read it? You ever heard about it? Adam fell. That man might be. Now go to section 29, verses 36 and 40. Oh. Why are you abandoning me, women? I'm the cool, hot guy on the market. Every girl should want me. Begging. Fantasizing. Dreaming. I will be a polygamous wife if you will have me. I've never had to worry about that. As a kid, oh no, what will I do if more than one woman wants to be with me? Who would I choose? How would I choose? Never an issue. All that stress as a kid for nothing. Causing them. Your beliefs are the causation. The psychologist is the causation. The church is the causation when you believe them. You should have run the by the fruit test, which is the expanded upon show me of Matthew chapter 7 that comes after Matthew chapter 6. That's when you commit crimes. That's when you take away people's agency. That's when you get abusive and mean and cruel. And you think you're righteous. You think you're the good person. Nobody ever throws a birthday party for you, Oaks. You're really going to abandon your family on your birthday? Huh. It's because nobody likes you, do they? Consequences. There's 99 Luft balloons and 96 for the number of elders in a quorum. Still not designated yet, so they didn't know about this yet. Yeah. So yeah, from time to time, Travis would do a video about a sign in the heavens and tying it to scripture, trying to teach you so that you would not have to be compelled to believe in the latter days when it's too late, because it's now deathbed compulsion. I've already forgotten it, but I remember how funny it was. The near-death, whatever. I don't write it down. Yep. So this all leads into 3 Nephi chapter 7. And so 2020 was just a test run, so that kind of failed. But we are looking for something similar. For the death of the chief judge, failure in the election. So that's coming up for the midterms. But verse 2 is well underway. Again. Trump is trying all different kinds of ways, and you guys just aren't falling for it. The people were divided one against another. That's the art of war, divide and conquer. Here it is. They got conquered because they divided. And they did separate one from another. They used tribes here, and that could very well likely be the case too, as Oaks was trying to get it to happen as such. Tribal family groups rather than governments, because this suggests that the governments of the United States, not just the federal government, but all state governments, local governments, are all going to collapse. And so it's every family for themselves, because that's what a tribe is, every man according to his family. And then you include friends along with this. They may not have a family to be a part of, so they get adopted into a family. And thus they did destroy the government of the land. But for this to happen, this would be massive. A massive 9/11 event. A massive collapse of the economy. A collapse of the system. And so this scenario will not build the Zion that I have planned. And you don't believe, because I haven't produced the fruit for you to see and thus be compelled to believe. I've already run the test of the words. I know that the source from which I get the words from is true. It's coming. But I have to factor you into the equation. And you are screwing it up for me. The final four. The fall, the transfer, the Exodus, and Zion. I'm not involved in the fall. There's nothing I can do to cause the fall. Because YouTube shut me up under orders of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Oh no, YouTube used the church's standards and values in their algorithms. Oh no, YouTube is getting sued and losing because of the algorithms forced upon them by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And now with the latest rulings, YouTube has thousands of lawsuits coming to crush you. I warned you, you didn't leave me alone. And here comes the whirlwind reckoning. YouTube, you got betrayed by Lucifer. And they destroyed you as Oaks is now fleeing the country. Governor Cox got betrayed as he burnt Utah to the ground under orders of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. He betrayed you, Cox, and he's fleeing the country. And the police department will still pave the way for him to get to the airport and clean up the homeless so that Oaks doesn't see it. Out of sight, out of mind, as he abandons Mormons to their doom. Now maybe he'll still be able to come back, continue to pretend to be a leader. We'll have to wait and see. But if you don't catch on to what the scriptures and the warnings and the news is talking about, you're Latter-day Saints. Why are you called Latter-day Saints? Because everything will be great? You're the chosen ones? You'll be prosperous while the rest of the world burns in shame and guilt for porn? Really? As a Mormon living in Utah, you're able to say that, huh? Just because your apartment building or home didn't get burnt down or flooded? That you're not suffering from the economy yet? Because you're among the rich Mormonites? You're not seeing the big picture, are you? You're not seeing that I'm the only one who's warning and trying to save your life. As you argue about the little things. That are not little things that you are practicing witchcraft for. That are leading to harming others. See, because Jess doesn't want to admit that she caused her husband to leave. She says that he didn't talk with her. He didn't communicate. We could have worked together on this. Really? Because he was learning that the church is criminal and false. And you're not listening to him. You're not wanting to work with him on this. You're wanting to get him back to church. You're not getting it, dear. And so, yeah, I still cried listening and watching you. What you went through was sad. I know what it's like. Twice over, specifically, and multiple times for just a simple date. Too many to count. Dear God. League of Tribes. Seriously, Bruce R. McConkie? They don't say league here. The Halls of Justice, the League of Nations. Because that League of Nations, yeah. I see what Bruce R. McConkie is doing here. He's calling that of the devil. And the Justice League came from that. Yeah. Antichrist. Antichrist is not used here. Jacob is the usurper to the presidency. Right, Trump? So they don't get it. There's Gemini. Wow. Yep, right now. I showed you yesterday. Today we got some other fun signs in the heavens for you. Because it's the big day. All of it leading up to this moment in time. So yeah, I got gems from Jess's video. Not just the pretty pictures. And I just, dear God, girl. You know, I'm seeing you in your robe and you're thinking you're ugly and hideous and you don't want people to see you as you purposely try to hide your face from the camera. You don't understand, do you? I was going, ooh, this could be fun. We're jammy jams. What the hell? You're trying to sell them. You can get them on Amazon. I'm going to link you in the description below. And then you come out with your other video, the new hotness version, and you're still in new jammies, and you're thinking that they're ugly and hideous as you're posing. Oh my God, you're back to being a tease. Oh, and ABC4. What the bleeping hell. I just did the video the other day or the weekend talking about how local news across the nation get away with the criminal actions of regular news, of advertising for companies. Good things, Utah! Hey, women, buy this product, you're ugly. Deform your body with this. The Botox babes of Utah. Now they're pretty after mutilating their bodies. And you don't see the connection to the hanging of the teen girl in Mississippi. What good is the warning voice if nobody will listen to them? You'll prove the church is true, huh? How's that working for you?